All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben here with another episode of MLM Monday. Super excited to be here with each and every single one of you today. Today we are in episode 137, or 2 years into the show, and we're talking about work that matters here in the space today, and we'll talk about what that means here in just a moment. And this will be a collaborative one. If those of you are able to join live and comment, that's fantastic. We're going to have a whole number of guests on a number of upcoming shows. It's not just going to be little old me entertaining you and connecting with you on these topics. There's a whole interesting group of folks you'll get to connect with. If you're joining us live, comment below where you're watching from. If you're watching on recording or replay, comment below watching on replay and where you're watching from. Excited to connect with each of you around the world. So if you haven't had a chance to see it on previous shows, some of the core trends for 2020, we've been talking about direct selling trends in 2020 and what's important, what to grab a hold of, what to let go of. It's been this ongoing discussion we've been connecting on here for the last, 3 months of episodes. And today, there's a key piece to connect on of doing the work that matters. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of companies who are still figuring out that question of what do I keep in-house versus what do I bring in other people to do for me? What are going to be the key things that we as a company do, XYZ direct sales company, and what are we going to outsource to vendors and to other folks inside of the space? Like, as an example, there's not a lot of value in building a commission engine from scratch today to start a new direct sales company because there's a lot of great commission providers in the space that can calculate commissions and pay them out on time for you. So saying, hey, we're going to hire a bunch of engineers and build something from scratch doesn't really make sense in the space today. So you start to ask yourself, okay, what are the things that we do that no one else can do? For some companies, that's product development. Got some a special lemonade for one of my clients right here. That's good for you with a bunch of vitamins in it. Hey, they developed that product that was part of their core value. For other people, it's leadership, right? They as leaders are able to do this special work that allows others to see the potential that they didn't even know was possible in themselves, right? And then lastly, for others, it's showing people that they can do this. So I want you to think about a couple of those real quick. There's the product and service development. Of course, there's probably some core competencies inside of your company that's creating your products, your platforms, your services that makes it special that other companies don't do, that you don't outsource. And yes, leadership comes from you. Your tribe doesn't look to outsourced leaders, but looks to you to lead their company. So let's unwrap that third piece because that's the key one for today. And the third piece is how do we show them that they can do it? And I find this as an important question because the reason the gig economy and this home-based business world is blown up so much is that people know they can do it. People know they can drop off food on DoorDash and make that extra 200 bucks this month. They know they can go drive people around on Uber or whatever that is and make that extra money they needed this month. But do people know that if they sign up for your direct sales company and do the work, that they'll get paid and they'll be able to win this month? Do they know? And I was doing a training. Daniel from our sales team and I were on a training webinar this Saturday morning with one of our clients in California, and we were training dozens and dozens of their reps were here on this special leadership training webinar. And we walked away from that saying that that's the magic. Showing people who have never done this business before or have been trying this business and struggling that it's possible for them, that they can do it. That's the magic. And that's the real work that you can't outsource, that you have to do as a direct sales company. Is you have to be the one showing people that they can do this. Well, how can you help that along? What can you do to make it win? Well, you can look at your tools. We'll go back to our example of just having a commission engine and a shopping cart to run a direct sales company. Of course, those are a minimum and a must for any direct sales company. But are you seriously trying to build a business in 2020 without an actual proven marketing system and mobile application in the space? Not just any mobile app, but are you not just a back office on a mobile phone, of course, but have you seen some of the technology in the space that's literally mimicking the experience of a top leader sitting next to you, where the mobile apps are smart enough that they're actually telling people what to do next in any given situation? so people don't have to get ready. They don't have to look at reports to know what to do next, but where they can literally turn on their phone and they can tap the next action inside of the system. Where you can tap and do what's next, where it'll pre-populate it as if one of the top leaders had told them what to say based on where that person is at in the sales process. That's the real work team. The projects that I see making a big difference in people's lives are corporate teams that are digging into the content that they're giving the members to share and the tools they're giving the members to share, and they're looking at what's working and what's not, and they're continually modifying, continually creating better content, better images, better videos, better text messages, better emails, better social media posts, better blog articles that people can tap and share and post and create curiosity and connect and start conversations about your product and services. That's it. And if you're not doing that work internally, if you're thinking about all sorts of other stuff and you're not thinking about looking at the insights from your platforms and knowing what's working and what's not and creating more content of what's working, then you're missing out. Some of you are saying insights. I don't even have reports on what created new members and what created new customers. Well, then you're really building your business blind. It's just the truth. Are you building your business blind? Are the only reports and metrics you truly have post sale? Are they about after someone's a member or after they're a customer? If so, you're working in a very old paradigm, a very old feedback loop of information. Is the only information you get on what's working or not for your distributors you asking them over dinner after a Super Saturday training, hey, what's working for you and what's not? Is that the world you're really living in? Because that's not the world that's possible today in the space. You know, I, I was counting this morning, there's over 14 plus of our clients that we've already moved into platforms where we're literally tracking the text messages, the social media posts, all the information their members are sending out so that we know what's working and what's not. We have real feedback, not from asking someone, but from the real data of what's getting people to the shopping cart and what's not. That's the place you deserve to build from. If you're still in an old paradigm and you're not yet building your direct sales business in a place where you even have real feedback in the space, I'd love to connect with you. I'm going to post a brief 2-minute video below in the comments for you to check out. Feel free to fill out the form and set up a time to connect from there if you're stuck in that old paradigm and you want to build your business actually knowing what's working and what's not for your members. That's the key of the work that matters most. Have a very blessed day, team. We'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.